Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Miami's offense takes the field. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Restrepo. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
It's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Feeling some heat. Trying to get rid of it. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. They move the tight end all over. They'll go to the counter play. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Line gets set, first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll line up for a second down play. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Dumps it to the back. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And now on second down for this offense. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Hokies look to keep this drive humming. He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jennings. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Second and short now after that completion. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
The Hokies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Drones. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this is always tough. You drive the ball all the way down the field, have so much success, and then put that thing in reverse the last 2 plays. This offense got to get back to doing what got him here.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Hokies!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Catch in the middle. It's Restrepo. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After misfiring, it's second down. To the air, it's Ward. Fires to the right. Lost, the defense is wide open. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. He trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Power football with the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And a really competitive game so far. I'm talking razor-thin margins in the big statistical categories. And while it may be a broken record, turnovers are the name of the game. The team that limits them, the ones that win that turnover margin, generally speaking, are the ones that have the best chance to get that dub. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Hurricanes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking for room, it's Tootin. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He'll pull it on the read. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Drones. Snags it over the middle. And the defense drags him down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The sledding is... He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Second and 10 here. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Back to pass, it's Ward. Got his man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Martinez on the carry. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Arroyo. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Canes have this offense rolling. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Makes the grab. It's Restrepo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Got a man. It's Martinez. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Back to throw, it's Drones. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. Now, if you're really worried about the block, I guess you could think about taking the safety here in the free kick. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Offense getting set for first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Martinez.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He's looking to throw on third and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Martinez. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. David, Jesse, they find a way in the waiting seconds to tie it up.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the run, it's Tootin. On the move at the 30. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Going up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Martinez. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
That's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. You're obviously down here in the red zone. It's overtime. The windows are going to be small. He just got a bit too aggressive with his decision-making. The defense makes him pay, and now they're giving it back to their offense with a chance to kick a field goal here and win.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
They're already in position for a potential game-winning field goal here on first and goal in overtime. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They're bringing heat. He makes a grab. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that's just what you couldn't have happen. You can't come away with no points on your first possession. It puts all the pressure, David, on your defense. Now, they've got to pitch a shutout here on their opponent's opening possession of OT, or this game is over.
And, man, does it change the complexion now for defense because now you got to be aggressive because all they need is a field goal to win. They don't have to be aggressive offensively. They can run the football. This defense is going to have to be great and force the kicker into a tough spot.
The give out of the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. To throw, it's Drones. Fires to the right. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
And what a mistake by the offense. Here in overtime, throwing that interception. They're now going to give the ball to the opponent. All they need is a field goal now to win.
To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Martinez.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the Canes have taken it inside the 20. Wants to fire on second down. Quick strike complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Pull down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
He's looking for a man on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Third down now, and putting anything on the board will make them a winner here in OT. Dropping back, it's Ward. He looks that one in nicely. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The give. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
A game winner! What a finish in double overtime with the touchdown!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.